Good morning. Y'all think it's a game? Where y'all at? Said he said where y'all at? Peace and love, family. Where everybody at? M. Nugent! Man, listen. We in the building. Man, it's for the people. The end is near. Yeah. The end is near. Peace and love, family. Top of the morning. J Hammer. Coffee on deck, everybody. Get your bean on. Y'all better wake up. Y'all thought I was sleeping or something. I wasn't sleeping. I was resting. Hey, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting. That's what the Moors used to say back in the day. They say, man, why you sleeping all day? He said, man, I ain't sleeping, man. Moors don't sleep. I was resting my form. How y'all doing this morning, family? Yeah, I had to do some running around this morning, so I had to jump up. I had to do the school run this morning. Ain't my job to do the school run, but I had to do the school run this morning. You know what I mean? So I had to schedule it to 10, but I ain't too late. That's right. What up, T. Moody L? Islam. Good morning. Man, we gonna start the show, man. Hey, what has Biden done for you? What has he done for you? Y'all ready? What up, crypto? Listen, family. They compromised my Twitter. Hey, listen, they compromised my Twitter. So ain't nowhere in the world that I can share on Twitter. So I want y'all to share it for me. Let's go. Y'all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, we better hurry up and wake up. Good morning. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, we better hurry up and wake up. Good morning. Oh, wake up. We gonna wake up like that. Y'all in the club eating breakfast. I'm on the rug doing push-ups. Got the Java on the pot like I'm with the cook-up. Sip, dump in the whip, trying to get the working while the grip was steady jerking. It's time to get the murking. Knock the brains out the falsehood like we all should. Truth over here. I'm gonna run this back. Got the scammers and the haters and the crowds despise me. Grifters on like support, living on IG, on YouTube, IG, or Twitter. The ancestors told me to get them, so I'ma get them. Yeah, I'ma get them. Y'all better wake up. The law can't take us. Y'all be acting like y'all gonna take us. Y'all can't take us. Y'all can't. Come on, man. Y'all some clowns. So we all better wake up. We all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? How long it's gonna take us? You better hurry up and wake up. Good morning. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. I'm gonna do the wake up dance. Wake up. Y'all better wake up. Good morning. Come on. This the wake up dance. Hurry up and wake up. This the wake up dance. Hey fam, let's do the wake up dance. This the wake up dance. You gotta shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Hold on. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. The wake up dance. It's kind of like the Harlem Shake, but you're just having a fit. And we a little bit too old to be dancing and jumping around, right? So you just gotta sit in your chair and do it. If you drive it, you know what I mean? Just shake it off. Shake off that rest. This is the wake up dance. Just do what you want. Just a little shoulders. Just shake it off. And then make your butt.
Yeah, to be more shake. That's right. Hey, I can rap, but I can't dance. I'm gonna tell you now. So we just gonna do it as we go. So family, we're gonna open up the show. I wanna thank everybody for joining me this morning on Morris Rail TV. This is the morning show. We're gonna make this a hit. We're gonna make this a hit. This is the Wake Up Dance. Yeah. It's kind of like the Harlem Shake, but it's like you having a fit, you know what I mean? And you just gotta shake it off. Shake off the night before. It's the Wake Up Dance. And you sit in your chair, cause we all might be close to a half 100 or better. So ain't nobody got time standing up, jumping around, doing all that other stuff. Let's start the show, family. To be more shake. Let's go. Yeah, we gotta sit in that chair and do it. Ain't nobody got time for all that.
Y'all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, we better hurry up and wake up.
Good morning.
Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning.
Wake up. Y'all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us,
You better hurry up and wake up. Man, that boy now.
Wake up.
That boy bad.
Wake up, y'all in the club eating breakfast. I'm on
We don't do breakfast club over here.
Got the Java on the pot like I'm with the cook up. Sitting up in the whip, trying to get the working while the grip was steady jerking. It's time to get the murky, knock the brains out the falsehood like we all should. Truth over here, so you know it's all good. Got the scammers and the haters and the crowds despise me. Grifters on like support, living on IG, on YouTube, IG, or Twitter. The ancestors told me to get them, so I'ma get them. Yeah, I'ma get them. Y'all better wake up.
Hey,
y'all can't take us. Y'all be
let's
acting
go,
like
man.
Y'all gonna take us.
Y'all can't take us.
Y'all can't break us.
Y'all
Y'all some
can't-
clowns, but we all better wake up.
Y'all better wake up.
How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, you better hurry up and wake up.
Good morning.
Wake up, wake up, y'all better wake up, y'all better wake up, y'all better wake up.
Come on,
y'all
man.
better wake up, y'all better wake
Come on,
up.
man.
Even though they try to break us, they can't break us. Y'all better hurry up, hurry up,
Let's
wake
wake
up. Y'all better wake up.
Good morning, family. Good
Y'all
morning.
better wake up.
Let me tell you something. A lot of Moors would say, man, don't say good morning, say grand rising. Well, let me tell you something. Every time you rise on this other side of the soil, you're walking towards death and into life. Let me tell you something. We get older by the minute. We walking towards death and rising from death into life. If you have walked towards death and now you are rising towards life, then yeah, this is a good morning. We can mourn death and walk into life. So don't let nobody trick you and act like we got to play semantics, man. Good morning. The milkshake chair dance. Go ahead, Dr. Queen. Anyway, you know I had to flip and mix that up. You know what I'm saying? I had to hook that one up, the good morning thing. Because people, man, you a mourn. You ain't supposed to mourn nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now we can mourn the death that we walking into life. It's okay to look back and remember when you used to go to the office and cuss people out. It's okay. And now you're just like, man, whatever. It's okay to mourn, to remember like years ago, boy, I would have punched them right in the face. But not today. It's okay to remember when you used to sell that poison, if that's what you used to do. Boy, I used to get so much money, man, but I don't even know if I got enough for Uber Eats. It's okay. It's okay to look back and remember, man, oh my God, 15 years ago, boy, if they only knew. If they only knew. And that's mourning, you know what I mean? Because you ain't there no more. That thing dead. But now you living into life. It's okay to mourn, you know what I'm saying? So good morning, family. How y'all doing? I hope y'all share this. I can't see nothing. I don't know. I can see y'all in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what type of coffee cup I got. Because Sister Robin, she be bringing up some coffee cups into the crib. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing crazy on here. Let me see. She said, it said, everyone counts. Love brand. Together we win. We are they. We are they who own it. Always align. Yes, we can. What else we got? Or beat your best. Everyone count. So I think it said Beltway. All this stand for Beltway, I guess. You know what I mean? So we good to go. Somebody voting for Trump. You voting for Trump? Let me ask you something. I gotta make sure this cut right. I be sitting out here and let me give y'all a secret. Let me give y'all a secret. So when me and Sister Robin got together, right? Sister Robin said she saved my life, right? Cause I was single for quite some time, right? And I had canned foods. I was eating canned foods. And they was in the cabinet. They was outdated 3 years behind. And she was like, you got to get rid of this stuff. I said, get rid of what? I was brought up that canned foods last forever. Don't you throw them vegetables away. You know what I'm saying? So also, I had collector's items. You know what I'm saying? So people would give me stuff. I do a little bit home improvement, and an old European Catholic would give me stuff with the baby European angels on it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just take it to the crib, you know what I mean? Just sit it there, you know what I mean? And then stuff with slogans on them, you know what I mean? And all this crazy stuff. I had to get rid of a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because that stuff be carrying energy. So I want to make sure that I ain't got nothing from my collector's days with some naked angel babies up there talking about give your life to the Lord, man, with the naked Cupid babies. Man. So I got to check these cups out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, family. Man, this is the top of the morning, family. What y'all think about Biden, man? Biden. How old is Biden? Ain't Biden about 200 years old? Biden don't even look like. Man, listen, man. I ain't into politics like that when it comes to these type of situations because none of that stuff affects us. Does Robin still teach growing food? Absolutely. Somebody do Robin still teach growing food? Sis, beam them up. Listen. Now she might don't want me to. In our dining room, right? Because it was cold outside. Listen. I got Sister Robin a greenhouse, a nice little portable a nice size joint. You know what I mean? I'm expecting her to take the greenhouse and we gonna put it together outside. I come home from work. She got the greenhouse in the dining room. Like, what you doing? It ain't ready to go outside. It's cold. Like, what you doing? In the dining room? And got plants all in the shelf. Look at the shelves. Look at all the shelves. Oh, I love this. What you mean? Tell me this, she growing something. She growing a little shop of horrors in this demonstration. Feed me Seymour up in this demonstration. And she's still growing. Goodness gracious, beat me up. I said, God, man, she tripping. Hey, talk about green thumb. Yeah. Itchy trigger finger. What you talking about with this foolishness? Crip now talking about green thumb. How about itchy? How about that? Got some little shop of horrors in this demonstration. Man, look, man. Okay, Crip. Green thumb. Check. Okay. You going to eat dinner with vines trying to strangle you, man. Shoot. Anyway, family, listen. I don't get into these politics too much, but I did want to touch on Biden real quick, man, because Biden is just a mess, man. Like many people, these look at Biden, man. He got the black power fist up and everything, man. He's trying to look serious. Look at that. This is when he announced that he's going to run for president, man. Look at him, man. He's trying to look all serious, man. This is insane that our people will get caught up in this mess. But I got a question. As long as Biden has been in office, can anybody, for real, we're not going to stick on this long, but we got to address it. Can anybody name anything that Biden has done in the last 4 years that have affected you directly? Can anybody? Can anybody? Until these politicians do something to affect us, to affect us directly, man, we need to start shopping for other politicians. Don't be like silly Ricky talking about don't vote. No, you leverage your vote, organize your vote, and leverage it against some other people. What has he done? He ain't did nothing. Listen, at least Trump. Now, I ain't voting for Trump either. Trump. Let me tell you why I like Trump. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. People are like, what? Yeah, I do. At least Trump let go Kodak Black. But let me tell you why I like Trump. This is why I like Trump. This is why I like Trump. I don't like Trump to vote for. You feel what I'm saying? Let me tell you why I like Trump. Anybody ever see a Mexican or a Spanish speaking brother riding in them little cars, and they got the loud donut mufflers, whatever they are, with no catalytic converter, and that thing come up the road loud as ever. It just get on your nerve. But when you look at the car, he got Queen Mother Mary on the hood with the candy paint. That thing shiny. He got a fin on the back of that thing big as a whale in the Northern Pacific. And it's a funny looking, nice looking, weird looking car. Like, man, I like that car. It's too loud, but I like that car. I don't like it for me, but I get it. That's how I feel about Trump. Trump rallied the white supremacists, if you will, and he's got them to stand by him. And not only did they have the courage to stand by him with his supremacy, white supremacy rhetoric, they even rode with him. They even rode with him, right? This is why I like Trump. I like Trump because he shows you the measure that when you stand for something, stand on it, don't bend. That don't mean you have to agree with him or agree with his politics. But for him to stand on his principles that rallied the supremacists, you follow me? He rallied them. They stood by him. That should show any politician that if you rally your constituents, you got to do good by them. And he did good by them to the best of his ability, and they still rally behind him. Many people was giving Obama excuses. He can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do this, he can't do that. And they were saying this about presidents forever when it comes to doing something for us. You follow me? But Trump showed that he would do for those who put him in position. And he would do his best to put them at the top of his list and their concerns at the top of his list against all odds. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I like about Trump. And I'm hoping that one day we can have a person that can represent us and don't care about all of these other whisperers. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, there have to be a president to say, I'm going to dedicate my tenure to the African American, to the Negro, to the Moor, the Hebrew, whatever you choose to call yourself, the ADOS, and whoever you want to call yourself. I'm going to dedicate this directly for them. Something. Maybe, I don't know what it's going to be. Something. You know what I'm saying? Something. But that's what we need to wait for. And people need to look at people like Trump that went against all odds, and rode it out. You know what I'm saying? That went against all odds and rode out. We need somebody like that. You know what I mean? That's right. Just ride it out. Like Biden on his last term, he should have said, well, you know what? Reparations, we're going to make sure that every home in the United States that is that can show a birth certificate where they have 3 generations or 4 generations of birth certificates here in America when birth certificates was created, that they can all get a $20,000 stipend to help them along the way. And this is an executive order. Anything. And then all the people say, no, use America's president. Let them cry. So what? Let them cry. Whatever. We need somebody to do something like that. And that's just an example. But that's why I like Trump, because Trump do what he want to do. And you ain't got to like it. That's right. And just like on this morning show, I'm going to do what I want to do, and you ain't got to like it. You ain't got to like it. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I voting for any of them? No, because they're two sides of the coin. I'm like Jay Hammer say, I think we can affect more change locally. You know what I'm saying? We need to focus locally and change locally where we can feel something directly and almost immediately. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people ain't going, man, come on, man. We need to focus locally. And if we organize locally strong enough, we can affect things nationally. Makes sense? Makes sense? If one 7-Eleven has a marketing scheme that works in Texas, ultimately they will try it in Maryland. They will try it in Nebraska. They will try it everywhere. And that's how it works. If we can master the local politics and get the pen in our hand to write the check, to cut the check for ourselves, instead of asking somebody to cut the check for us, then we got something to do. I mean, then we got something to do. You feel me? But with that being said, family, so Joe Biden just looking crazy out here. Joe Biden just looking real crazy out here. I mean, throwing up the fist, gritting his teeth. Man, Joe Biden, shout out to Joe Biden, man. But bro, I don't understand where he going with that. So we're going to leave Joe Biden as it is. Family, what y'all been watching in the news lately? I'm not sure what y'all been in the news lately going on. But on the fly, you know I got my main man. I got my man, Carlson Tucker. Carlson Tucker. the lead editorial newscaster, European crazy guy. That's my man, Carlson. And I got Soulja Boy tell him. Good goodness, I don't know where I'm going with this one today. Listen, some of this stuff some of this stuff that I look at, right? Some of the stuff that I look at, I'm like, stuff that hit the news like Carlson Tucker. This is why y'all gonna notice I'm gonna do news a little bit different. Some of this stuff, I look at it like, man, how this stuff is news? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about Carlson Tucker no longer on Fox News? But then when you dig back the layers, you be like, hold up, wait a minute. What you mean? What you're talking about on Fox News? You start to see, man, that something was going on, man. That Carlson, man, old Tucker was up on something, man. Tucker was tripping. You know what I mean? In this story about Tucker, man, let me see this real quick. And Tucker right here, anybody familiar with this? Yeah, talking all that slick talk. Carlson was a key figure in a Dominion mammoth defamation lawsuit against Fox News, which the parties settled last week on the brink of trial for a historic $7,807 million. Good goodness gracious. In some way, Carlson played an outside role in the litigation. Only one of the 20 alleged defamatory Fox broadcasts mentioned in the lawsuit came from Carlson's top-rated show. Yeah, it's about that bread. But he was set to be one of the Dominion's first witness to testify at trial. And his private text messages, which became public as a part of the suit. Man, Carlson was talking some crazy stuff. Allegedly. Dominion got his hands in Carlson group chat with a fellow Fox primetime star, Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham, and a trove of other messages from around the 2020 election. I think they had to let him go because, man, those text messages was going to reveal some real racist, racy stuff. Do you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So now we get to see that, just like we always know anyway, that, man, these people been had an agenda. We know Fox News got an agenda. And now that they didn't use them up, they're going to get rid of them. It is what it is. It ain't no story to me. I don't care. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? It definitely ain't no story to me. Look at this, man. Behind the scenes allegations. You know what I'm saying? Grossberg, the ex-Fox News producer who since disavowed the network, claimed in recent lawsuits that there was a rampant sexism and misogyny among Tucker Carlson's show team. Last month, she sued Fox News, Carlson, his executive producer, Justin Wells, and other figures, as well as Fox Parent Corporation. Grossberg, who joined Carlson's team after the 2020 election, said in her lawsuit that after her first day on the job, that it became apparent how pervasive the misogyny and drive to embarrass and objectify women was among the male staff at TCT, referring Tucker Carlson tonight. So there you go. I ain't gonna play a whole bunch of time with that. But there you go. I mean, people tell me, but they don't know what happened. You know what happened. Same thing what they try to do all the time. They're going to cover that demonstration up. And this is the amazing part. Y'all remember Tariq Nasheed made it to the top rated. Do y'all realize Carlson Tucker was the top rated show on Fox News? That's another thing that you need to be aware of. How do a janky commentator like Tariq Nasheed make it to the top rated? Huh? Tariq know people that y'all don't know. That's how we get up there to have his voice heard. That's how we get up there to be used, because he works with them. Tariq, as somebody said last night, yes, he is an actor, but he is more of an informant, allegedly. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we get up there to talk to Carlson. Tariq ain't nobody in the community for real. Just a made-up act. Just a made-up act. He's, man, and somebody say he's been on a lot of those platforms. That's right. That's right. He got people pulling strings. He's playing like us, but he's not us. And he goes there with those talking points so he can sound like us. But he's not us. He's not us at all. You know what I'm saying? He's not us at all. And people need to wake up to that, because he's definitely not us. But family, I got breaking news for you. You know what I mean? Family, do you know that bad news for the FBA, man? It was a guy representing the FBA that attacked your brother, Ta'aka Bey. Byron Hall. FBA is winning. This is in April. FBA is winning. We are a force of nature. Stop backing a wife-beating, child-abusing, registered sex offender. Antonio's Bay paperwork says so. So he's referring to me. This guy, Byron Hall. Did y'all see that? Press 7 if y'all see that right here. This is from the FBA crew. Press 7 if y'all see. I want to make sure everybody can see that. Crew, you follow me? So we're going to wave the FBA flag. You know what I mean? And acknowledge this guy. He likes to be acknowledged. So we're going to acknowledge him real quick. So let's wave the FBA flag. Hope everybody I want everybody to acknowledge that real quick. I mean, we're going to raise the Tariq Nasheed FBA flag, who he put batteries in people back. So y'all definitely see it. So as y'all see it, let's just wave the flag real quick. Okay, 777. The wife beater, and oh man, he went all in. So let's wave the FBA flag. You know what I'm saying? Let's wave that real quick. You know what I mean? We're gonna wave the flag for FBA. And now, as anybody watched that guy back in the day, Paul Harvey? Now, here's the rest of the story. Byron Hall of Austin, Texas, he's some type of character, I would imagine. However, Byron Hall is in need of help. He's in need of help of emergency. He's helping an emergency due to medical. He has raised $75 so far for his campaign. Now, don't panic because he's in help of medical. Don't jump out the window yet. Don't jump out the window yet. What we need to understand is that according to his GoFundMe, this is probably the hardest thing in my life for me to go through. I've worked in the construction trade for over 40 years as a concrete finisher, and it has taken a toll on my body. Something I didn't want to admit until recently. The construction trade has changed considerably since I first started. You are required to take a physical and a drug test at 58 years old. I'm not passing the physical due to high blood pressure and the inability to close my hands, coupled with back pain and numbness in legs. I was recently gifted with a pass for a physical to become a bus driver by a doctor who basically had some compassion. The doctor informed me that I should seek medical attention because of the constant physicals I would have to take. And he stated other doctors would not have the same compassion. I took his advice and I got another extensive checkup, and reluctantly I had to make a choice. I know I should not be behind the wheel of a bus. I am an accomplished musician, a bass player, a weekend warrior. When it becomes apparent I can no longer fret the notes, that's when reality hit me. Right now I feel like an aging athlete who's been told his career is over. I'm currently in financial crisis due to my current situation and in dire need of help with some living expenses. I've recently looked into my options. One is SSI and a host of others. I'm finding out these options are lengthy and overwhelming. I'm making it through the process with help of my daughter and son-in-law. One last thing I must say, I was a very hardworking man, learned that from my father. I never thought I would be in this position. I was always helping, and now I need help. This is very, very awkward for me. Thanks to everyone who read this. Now, Mr. Byron, it's amazing that you went from basically slandering FBA is winning. This doesn't sound like winning to me, my friend. We are the force of nature. No. Nature is taking its course on you. Stop backing a wife beater. That beater, not me. Child abuser, not me. Registered sex offender, not me. And paperwork does not say that. So with that being said, Byron Hall, you should be focusing on other things than champion FBA causes, because you have enough causes of your own that you could dedicate your time to, as opposed to causing confusion, running around, echoing Tariq Nasheed's talking point. This has been a FBA drop the ball minute, and this is something that everybody should learn from. Before you jump out the window, make sure you have a parachute. You follow me? Game over. With that being said, I hope he does get the help that he's looking for. I never want to see anybody suffer. I never want to see anybody under distress. But when your spirit is right, then the Creator will assist you, Byron. When your spirit is right, the universe will assist you, Byron. But when your spirit is nasty and dirty and grimy, then that's what will assist you on your continual downfall. So this was a FBA minute, and I just want you to know, pray, meditate, stay focused, and try to rearrange your trajectory and be positive. Stop attaching yourself to murky situations. Stop. Because that will destroy your energy. You can heal you if your energy is positive. You know what I'm saying? But if your energy is attaching to murky, dirty energy, you will even get more ill. And that is a FBA minute. All right? All right. All right. But anyway, now back to the show. I just wanted to mention that real quick. What about your main man, though? Huh? What about your main man, Don Lemon? Anybody know why he was let go? Don Lemon? Anybody know? Anybody know about you? Why they let Don Lemon go? Of all things, there has been rumors or interpretation of his broadcast that he was hard on the women. He said he was giving the women on the show doing interviews fire and brimstone. Don't it make sense? He talking about, I don't know why they let me go. You know, let me tell you something. They be thinking they're going to get a rainbow pass. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking they're going to get a rainbow pass. I'm going to tell you, the world is changing. The world changes so fast that they ready to stop giving these rainbow passes because don't nobody care what you do in your privacy. You know what I mean? They're going to stop giving these rainbow passes. I'm telling you, they're going to stop giving these rainbow passes. I can see it happening. They're not playing no more. It was cute 5 years ago when, I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Okay, they're going to stop. You're going to have to get in by your merits once again. Once again, you ain't going to get no rainbow passes because you think that, if they fire you, you're going to say, because I'm of the rainbow crew. That's why they did it. No, you was ignorant and you was acting like a fool and they gave you a bunch of passes and it just caught up with you. That's it. Now, with that being said, some of the stories circulating is that he was surprised. That man, he was surprised. You know what I mean? Here goes one right here. It says here, CNN and Don have parted ways. Chris Litch, CNN chairman, said in a statement, Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contribution over the past 17 years. We wish him well, and we'll be cheering him on in his future endeavors. That benign language contrasts sharply with Mr. Lemon's interpretation of the day's events. In scaffolding message on Twitter, he told viewers that his talent agent had abruptly informed him that I had been terminated by CNN. I'm stunned, Mr. Lemon wrote. After 17 years in CNN, I would have thought someone in management would have had decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would be able to be able to continue to work I have loved at the network. CNN disputed Mr. Lemon's account, saying that the anchor was offered an opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. Anyway, this is where it's getting to. This is the signs now. The sign of the time is that you are not going to be able to get the rainbow pass. I mean, now, I don't watch Don Lemon. I could care less, but I like the wisdom that's coming out in these revelations. You know what I'm saying? Because 5 years ago, they wouldn't have let no Don Lemon go at all because they would have felt like, oh, man, they're targeting a certain group. Yeah. So I'm telling you, at this stage of the game, if you have the Rainbow Nation, you better be aware you're going to be judged by your merits and the content of your character. Martin Luther King said it, in a clear sign of a criminal. Mr. Lemon has retained the aggressive Hollywood litigator Byron Freedom to handle his exit. His contract with CNN runs to 2026, according to two people with direct knowledge of his deal. Hours before the dueling statements, Mr. Lemon, 57, appeared on air in his usual anchor chair on CNN This Morning, the show he had hosted since November with Poppy Harlow and Caitlin Collins. He showed no signs of anxiety and signed off with a smile and a friendly vibe. And again, I'm telling you, things are changing. Things are changing. Listen. When I start giving some of these stories about this World War 25 that's coming, I don't want y'all to panic, but I'm going to tell you, The things going down now, and all of these are little signs. You know what I mean? All of these are little signs. One of CNN's most recognizable stars, Mr. Lemon, had a reputation as a fiery political commentator during his 8 years as primetime anchor. But inside the network, he began to lose support after he made remarks in February about women and aging that was widely perceived to be sexist. The incident generated a national uproar and a public rebuke from Mr. Litch. You see what I'm saying? There it is. There it is. They not playing no more. You ain't gonna be in the Rainbow Crew talking about women of no nationality, I guess, no more. Because it seemed biased that when one talk about the Rainbow Crew, they want to cancel you. But then they want to cancel you. But then the Rainbow Crew can talk about women, especially the men. They can talk about women in the most derogatory, disrespectful way, and nobody says nothing. Well, the game has changed. The game has changed. Family, these stories here, I like to take the wisdom and dissect them. I'm telling you, see, the game is changing. The game is changing just a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if it's in our favor or not, but it's definitely changing. Family, there's another story that I want to, family. So a real quick story. Y'all do know that old Kelly, they done moved R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly no longer is in, he's no longer in Chicago. They moved him. If anybody in, I think he's in North Carolina. If anybody is in Butler, North Carolina, go see Kells, man. Send him a package. Singer R. Kelly was moved from Chicago Correctional Center to a medium security prison in North Carolina last week, according to federal authorities. Robert Sylvester Kelly was transferred from Metropolitan Correctional Center Chicago to Federal Correctional Institution in Butler, North Carolina on April 19. Federal Bureau of Prison spokesman Benjamin, etc. The Bureau doesn't disclose that in February, a federal judge in Chicago sentenced the 56-year-old Grammy Award-winning R&B singer to 20 years in prison for child pornography and the enticement of minors for sex. He will serve all but one of those simultaneously with a separate 30-year sentence on racketeering and sex trafficking convictions in New York. Kelly, who has vehemently denied the allegation, rose from poverty in Chicago to become one of the world's biggest R&B stars, known for his smash hit, I Believe I Can Fly, and for the sex-infused songs, Bump and Grind, songs such as Bump and Grind. He sold millions of albums even after allegations about his abuse of girls begin to circulate publicly. So, family, if you are in Butler, North Carolina, are y'all going to go check out Kells, man? Go check out Kells, man. Make sure Kells all right, man. They say that I hog-tied girls. My children are watching. I don't know how to hog-tie. Anybody else see that one? I don't know how to hog-tie. I said, cut is the craziest cows. I believe I can hog-tie. Cut is a crazy. Man, I hope it work out for Kells, man. I hope he ain't do these things, but it don't look good. It just don't look good, man. Man, it's funny how life can change real fast, family. You know, always stay on your toes, man, because you never know when life going to switch up on you. You know what I'm saying, family? Things that you do yesterday will come back and haunt you. You know what I'm saying? It will come back and haunt you, you know. So it's like on a manifest, that's just, you know what I mean, we call karma. You know what I mean? We always say you do karma and it's going to come back. Man, that stuff is real. You know what I mean? That stuff is real, man. And man. It's something else, family. But hey, fam, did y'all know one of the saddest cases that I seen today, not today. This story here. This is what I'm going to put on the cover when I finish. I'm going to take Biden off the cover. I'm going to put this on the cover when I finish. Fam, did y'all know that the officer who shot Breanna Taylor and killed her, the trigger man, is now a deputy? He's been rehired. Did y'all know that? He's been rehired. Anybody know that? Yeah. He's been rehired. He was known as the Trigger Man. And in this story, right? In Carlton, Kentucky, it says the former Louisville police officer who fired the fatal shot that killed Breanna Taylor has a new job in law enforcement, a controversial hiring that drew protesters to rural Kentucky County, northeast of the city. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office on Saturday confirmed that the employment of Miles Cosgrove, who was fired from Louisville Metro Police Department in January 2021 for violating use of force procedures and failing to use body camera during the raid on Taylor's apartments, according to media reports. Isn't this crazy? Isn't this crazy, though, that this guy could just go to another town? This guy could go to another town? And this is crazy. I'm not surprised, but I'm just saying that this is crazy that this is not as widely reported. You don't hear this anywhere. It says about a dozen of people showed up downtown Carlton Monday morning to object his hiring, holding signs and chanting "Cosgrove got to go." "I think he should be in jail," said Haley Wilson, a 24-year-old resident of a small Kentucky town near the Ohio River. She said it's absurd. It's absolutely ridiculous that Cosgrove is now policing her town. Investigators said that Cosgrove fired 16 rounds into the apartment after Taylor's front door was breached during the narcotics raid on March 13, 2020. Thinking an intruder was breaking in, Taylor's boyfriend fired a shot from the handgun at the officers. Officer Jonathan Mattingly was struck in the leg, and the officer returned fire, killing Taylor in the hallway. FBI investigation determined that Cosgrove and Madley struck Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, that Cosgrove likely fired the fatal shot. Neither officer was charged by the 2020 state grand jury in Taylor's death. And a 2-year investigation by the FBI also cleared Cosgrove and Madley of any charges. FBI probe found that the other superior officers have crafted a faulty drug warrant that contained false information about Taylor. U.S. Attorney Maverick Garland said in August that the officers who went to Taylor's apartment with the warrant were not involved in drafting the warrant affidavit and were not aware it was false. So they saying that this guy that went there, he didn't have a clue. So I guess that's how they justify and giving him this job. In November, Kentucky Law Enforcement Council voted, check this out, in November, the Kentucky Law Enforcement Council voted not to revoke Cosgrove's state peace officer certification. That meant he could apply for other law enforcement jobs in the state. Brett Hinkerson, an officer who fired shots but didn't hit anybody during the raid, was found not guilty by a jury of wanton endangerment charges, but still awaits trial on federal civil rights charges for his actions during the raid, as due to others. Officers were involved in obtaining the warrant. A third officer pleaded guilty to conspiracy in crafting the warrant. There is no national. Now, this is the thing. They really got it laid out that only those that crafted the warrant knew. You don't believe that they were sitting around planning how they was going to execute this phony warrant? Of course they was. But hey, this is how they do. And the thing is, until we step up and hold people accountable, these things are going to happen. You know what I mean? People make Twitter shows off of this. I mean, oh, look at the white supremacists. You know, but until those who was marching with the guns for Breanna Taylor, for those who was marching and hooping and hollering, until those organize an effort on that local front, this is going to happen. The effort have to be organized on a local front. Like you can bring in, you look at My Son, you look at Until Freedom. They went down there. They got a house down there when the Breanna Taylor situation was at its height and every news station was there, Until Freedom, and all of these activists, they was renting houses and Airbnbs down there for 6 months just to be in on the story. But when the aftermath is over, everybody's gone home, ain't no support for the follow-up. And that's how you know that these are grifting situations, when there is no follow-up. It's like a cancer. If a person get diagnosed with cancer and get the tumor removed, you got to go and follow up. You got to keep following up. But hey, once the cameras leave, everybody gone. Everybody gone. And then the next camera show up, then they show up. You follow me? And that's the problem. That's the problem. So a lot of, just like politics is local, resolution have to start local so the local people can stay on it. And when out-of-towners come in, they supposed to run them out-of-towners out. That's right. The new Black Panther Party, NFAC. When the out-of-towners come in and get into your business, you supposed to run them out. You're supposed to run them out. You know what I'm saying? If they not having a supporting role, to help people to understand how media work, to help people understand how dealing with resolution work, then they supposed to run them out. Because the moment that the cameras leave, they're going to be gone, and you're going to be stuck with this situation yourself, and you're not going to be capable to deal with it because you allowed these outsiders come in and use their little media persuasion and their little marketing persuasion to lead people to believe that they was about your cause. They're not about your cause. They're not about your cause. They going to the next cause to get some attention. They going to the next cause so they can get some donations and do Cadillac commercials. The same corporate entity that causes this type of mentality, it's all interconnected, paying all of this stuff. Same, man, it's the same people anyway. But that's what it is. Somebody say, how he get the job? How did he get hired? He just went applied. He went applied to be a sheriff, and they gave it to him. Regardless of his record, they gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just a blatant disregard. It's just a blatant disregard. You follow me? That's all it is. It's just a blatant disregard. Well, family, I got another story for you. Right here, family. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at right here. Can you believe that this European here, right? This European, Crips say this happened to a lot of police forces, but the thing is the popularity of this story, that this should not happen, and we just let it happen like this, you know what I mean? Especially locally. Y'all probably don't recognize this European here. And yes, I know people going to get mad when I start telling these stories. It's okay. I don't get mad when you tell stories about us. But this European here, this one here, man, y'all don't know what this all about here. This European here, this is the European story of the day. All right, I'm going to get y'all with the European story of the day. Can you believe that this European, I like saying it, that's why I keep saying it, that this European dressed up as a clown and went and killed the interest, her love interest, wife or ex-wife. We're going to read the story in a minute. This was crazy. Dressed up as a clown. Watch this. She went there dressed up as a clown. Listen to this story. Fort Lauderdale, a clown came to Marilyn Warren door on May morning in 1990. And this is why this is important. This was 1990, but this just resurfaced. Handed her carnations in a balloon and then shot her dead in front of her son. On Tuesday, her husband's second wife finally pleaded guilty to being the killer, closing the case. that is strange even by Florida standards. Sheila Keene Warren, 59, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in a deal that will likely see her released from prison in no more than 2 years. Long suspected of being the shooter, Keene Warren has been jailed awaiting trial for first-degree murder since 2017, when Palm Beach County Sheriff investigators said improvement in DNA technology proved that a hair found on the clown's getaway car came from her. Keene Warren has insisted, however, she is not the killer. Palm County State Attorney Dave Arnberg said in a statement that the plea deal obtained a measure of justice. Marilyn Warren and her son. Marilyn Warren and her son. No public notice has been given for Tuesday plea hearing in West Palm Beach, where otherwise would have drawn a throng of reporters and spectators. Instead, it was handled quietly. Isn't that something? They handled this quietly. She walked up to the door with a clown suit and murdered. You feel me? And murdered a woman in front of her son with a clown suit. And she got 2 years. 2 years. And she'll be out in about 10 months. You feel me? You feel me? In a clown suit. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to do better, man. Look at this madness, man. In a clown suit. Look at that. Arnberg offers dispute Rosberg claims, saying she will be in prison for at least 2 more years. Marlon, that don't even make sense. The trial was delayed numerous times because of COVID, et cetera, et cetera. Long story short, I want to show these stories. You know, we know that there's a disparity between justice as it relates to us and it relates to other groups in this country. But this is crazy. You walk up to the door and they got DNA evidence and and you murder somebody right in front of their son. Come on, man. Savage. Just straight savage. Unbelievable to me. Unbelievable to me. Listen to this. She allegedly told her mother, if anything happens to me, Mike done it. He has never been charged and has denied involvement. This was her ex-husband, not the killer. But Rosseville said that the state case was falling apart. One DNA sample somehow showed both male and female genes, and the other could have come from 1 out of every 20 women. Even Marlon Warren said, even if the hair did come from Keene Warren, it could have been deposited before the car was reported stolen. He said Ern and another witness also told detectives that the car deputies found wasn't the killer's, though investigators insisted it was. Ernberg in the statement conceded that there were holes in the case, saying they were caused by 3 decades it took to get the trial, including a death of a key witness. Michael Warren was convicted in 1994 of grand theft, racketeering, odometer tampering. He served almost 4 years in prison punishment, and then a punishment his then attorney said was disproportionate long because of his suspicions he was involved in his wife's death. Michael Warren did not return a call for seeking. So anyway, they saying that this was a real life plot where main man left his wife, got with another woman, plotted with the other woman to kill his ex-wife, but the clown showed up in the wife, the new one showed up this is some crazy stuff, shows up in a clown outfit. And right in front of the sun. You know what I'm saying? But I think the whole thing about this is there were no other suspects. That was it. I mean, it gets deeper than that. I just thought that was a crazy, crazy story on all levels, if you will. I just thought that was a crazy story all level, that a person dresses up as a clown, you know, and they get some DNA. And, you know, and then you get less than 2 years. You get 2 years, and you do that right in front of a child, and that's it. I mean, that's it. But crazy, crazy story, family. I think one of the last things that I wanted to share with y'all. Oh man, we looking good. One of the last things I want to share with you. Where's one of the last things I want to share with y'all. Where's she at? I thought I had her. Oh man, this guy here, man. Anybody do Uber Eats? This guy here, man. Tripping, man. Anybody do Uber Eats? If y'all do Uber Eats or do any other type of the transporting of food, Uber or people, y'all be careful out there. This guy that I'm about to show right here, this guy, Oscar Solis, is charged with murdering and dismembering a Uber Eats driver, Randall Cook, in Holiday, Florida. Can you imagine dropping off somebody food and this crazy person, I think I'll read it in a minute, he's like 6'4", 315 pounds, grabs this guy. Which one is Oscar? This is Oscar. Oscar the Grouch. And anyway, family, I told people in my circle, I say this stuff, Uber Eats and all of this stuff is not going to last because people are going to really catch on that they put in a life in other people's hands. I'm talking about those who receive food. Like, you don't know who them people are. They're carrying your food. You know what I'm saying? They're carrying your food. You know what I mean? You don't know who these people are. Like, I ain't never, listen, I remember when it first happened, DoorDash. I got me a DoorDash order. I was like, nah, I can't do this. I can't do this. This too crazy. You know what I'm saying? This too crazy. I don't know these people. I mean, but on the flip side, those who's trying to make a few extra dollars and you have somebody like Oscar on the other side of the door waiting for you to come just to prove himself for whatever crazy reason, you know what I mean? Now listen to this. St. Petersburg, Florida. A Florida man is charged with murdering and other offensive and slaying and dismemberment of an Uber Eats driver who had brought food to the assailant's house, authorities said Tuesday. Oscar Solis Jr., 30, is charged with killing the delivery the driver during a delivery Wednesday at a home in Holiday, Florida. Pasco County Sheriff Chris Noko said at a news conference. The remains were found at the house in trash bags and a cooler, which contained a receipt with Solis' name on it, according to the affidavit. So what this looked like is some crazy gang initiation situation right here. And I think it's going to say it. In Florida, 6'4". Look at this. 6'4", 315 pounds. Solis works a security job at a strip club, according to affidavit. Evidence collected in the case includes blood found in various places around the house, and a key fob belonging to the victim was found on Solis' dresser on the top of his wallet. The affidavit also says that the victim car was found abandoned in a short distance away, and inside were the trash bag containing blood-soaked rags and towels, a DoorDash bag like the one the victim carried, and an employment time card with Solis' name on it. This guy is crazy. The investigators also obtained surveillance video from the house showing the victim making the food delivery and later 2 Hispanic men carrying heavy trash bags outside. The other men who worked as the driver for Solis have not been charged. The victim has been reported missing by his wife. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. And somebody just out there making a few extra change. You know what I mean? A few extra change. Good goodness and gracious. Good goodness and gracious. Out there trying to make a few extra change. This is crazy. This shows you, fam. So if you are doing Uber Eats or whatever the case may be, family, nah, think twice. Think twice, fam. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Take up juggling or something. You know what I mean? Think twice. Anyway, in other news stories, Soulja Boy tell him, man. My boy Soulja Boy, man. Man, Soulja Boy be online tripping sometimes, man. Anybody ever seen the Soulja Boy live stream? Soulja Boy be out there tripping, man. But I tell you what, he better chill out now, because he was tripping, but he done just got to pay today. That's right. A woman who worked as a personal assistant for rapper Soulja Boy alleges the lawsuit filed Thursday that the artist sexually abused her, beat her, and held her hostage. The woman said she began working for Soulja Boy, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, in California at the end of 2018. The lawsuit, which was filed in Los Angeles and identified the assistants only as Jane Doe, says the abuse began when Way sent the woman an unsolicited picture of his penis shortly after she started working for her. Ah, man, Soulja Boy. Stop it, Soulja Boy. What's up with Soulja Boy and my man Panda Guy? Man, the Panda Guy was on the plane playing with his privates, man. Anybody hear that story? I don't try to cover these stories because this stuff is weird. But I just want to also highlight how this fame and stardom and this stuff set people crazy, man. These people crazy. I mean, the pair did end up in a consensual relationship, but by January of 2019, Way began physically abusing a woman, the suit said. And in February, Way sexually assaulted the woman for the first time, and the suit said, adding that he expressed remorse after and gave her $1,000. Ah, come on, man. This is getting crazier, man. I ain't read the whole story. On numerous occasions, and sometimes twice in the same day, defendant Way would inappropriately touch plaintiff's body, forcefully pull her pants off, and raped her. He should be in prison. Way would often become jealous when the woman got comments on Instagram or got a phone call and would respond by throwing her to the floor and kicking her in the ribs or punching her, the lawsuit alleged. Goodness gracious, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy. Come on, man. Man. She ain't pressed charges. She should press charges on this fool. This fool done gone crazy. Look at that. Over the course of this abusive relationship, defendant Way punched plaintiff directly in the head on at least 2 separate occasions. And maybe, I don't know whoever told this joke. I don't know if it was somebody in my family or it was somebody, a comedian. I think it was my uncle. My uncle used to always say, my uncle was a little kooky. I mean, crazy. Uncle Pete, the one that say, dumb as you. And I don't know if he got this joke from somebody or he was real. He said, if your woman, he tell me this as a little boy, if your woman ever get you in trouble, you hit her on top of the head so they can't see the bruise. I said, what? Uncle Pete, stop tripping. No. You hit it right on top of the head and they can't see the bruise because you got hair. Man, Uncle Pete, you tripping, man. So maybe Soulja Boy got some lessons from Uncle Pete. Man, Uncle Pete be tripping. Man, let me tell you, man. Uncle Pete, they put Uncle Pete in a little crazy spot, right? Because Uncle Pete got a phone from one of them little cheap phone stores. I think it was like a Boost or something like that. And they told him it was $30 a month, right? And it was a free phone. But when he got the bill, right? When he got the bill, the bill was like, I don't know, it was like $100 some. So he went down there to it was the cricket spot. So he went down there and he told the people, he's like, there was no refund. There was like a couple of days, after he got the bill. So he went down there. I don't know what he did with the phone, but he got a bill that wasn't $30. He went down there and said, if you don't give me my money, I'm gonna blow this mother effer up. They say you are Asian. They called the police. Man, they took him to the crazy spot, man. Uncle Pete ain't. Uncle Pete was a piece of work, man. Uncle Pete told me he gonna give my money. People say, "Sir, you have to go." He said he gonna do some damage up in here, man. So I don't know. Uncle Pete was a weird one, man. Uncle Pete, man. I remember Uncle Pete. We had a family gathering years ago. And I don't know if y'all got cousins. Some we got sisters in here, but y'all brothers got some cousins that or sisters that's really fashionable and all that. You know what I mean? They think they in style. Well, my sister, my cousin Pam, and my cousin Marcia, they get together at the family event and they talking. You know what I mean? Got their little gear on, et cetera, et cetera. Uncle Pete said, "I don't know why y'all think y'all all hot, S-H-I-T, all of y'all hookers." I said, "Uncle Pete." My uncle was like, "Peter, it's time to go, Peter. It's time to go." Uncle Pete was just obnoxious for no reason. But back to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, he said he hit her directly on the head. These are true stories. I got family that can verify these stories. Uncle Pete, boy, woo! This is my mother brother. Uncle Pete, something else, man. I got pictures of Uncle Pete, too. That's right. Let me see if I can find a picture of Uncle Pete real quick. Let's see. Pictures of Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete, the man. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it today. I'm gonna start bringing some pictures of Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete, the man. Uncle Pete, man. Shoot. Anyway, once Way followed the assault by saying, "I should have killed you," according to the suit. After verbal assaults, he will often say, "I didn't mean it," the suit added. He also locked the woman in a room without hot water for 3 days after she tried to quit and leave. Good goodness. He locked her up for 3 days? Come on, Soulja Boy. Come on, Soulja Boy, man. Soulja Boy, tell him. But guess what? He got paid almost $250,000. I think they got him for over $250,000. Yeah, he got paid that. Now, so look, family. In one of my last stories for today, family, listen. Do anybody know somebody named Mickey Fox? Anybody heard of Mickey Fox? Anybody heard of this person here? Anybody heard of this person here? This is somebody named Mickey Fox, family. You follow me? And so this sister here is a YouTube personality. All right. And this YouTube personality, let me open the folder real quick. This YouTube personality, Mickey Fox, is now serving time.
Social media star who scammed people out of thousands of dollars finds out her sentence after pleading guilty. ABC
So, check this out.
13 reporter Maya Shea is live with what prosecutors are saying this afternoon. Maya.
Well, prosecutors say, hey, you've got to do some homework when you try to talk to some of these social media stars.
You got it. Family, pay close attention. Pay close attention.
Think you know them, but do you really? Because this woman,
yes,
they say, swindled at least 8 people out of tens of thousands of dollars, and now she has pled guilty and will be spending time in prison.
She swindled people out of tens of thousands of dollars. But guess what for?
And once I used my concealer,
Nikki Lynn Fox promoted herself as a style and relationship expert on YouTube, but prosecutors say she can now add a new title to that, a professional scammer. After
family, this is what I'm talking about.
First being indicted a year ago, Fox pled guilty and was sentenced today to 5 years in prison. Prosecutors say she conned at least 8 victims into making real estate investments with her.
She conned 8 victims into making real estate investments. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? But look at
She
this.
presents well. She's somewhat funny. She's very attractive when she does her makeup and her hair. She dresses the part. She's articulate. She talks the talk.
They say she either gained their trust through her YouTube videos or after meeting the victims
There
in
it
real
is.
life. Then she would mention her side business of flipping houses and convince her victims to invest tens of thousands of dollars.
There you go.
But it was all a scam.
We never found that she owned any of the real estate that she was talking about.
Isn't that what Tariq Nasheed did to some extent? That they invested in a museum and you find that he doesn't own the museum? Isn't that similar? Isn't that similar? Although she's saying that she owns real estate and she's flipping real estate, she took the money, never bought real estate. And nobody never got a kickback. But isn't that similar to one getting donations saying that they're going to purchase a museum, but actually get a mortgage and open a club?
And actually, in one of the cases, the property didn't even exist. It's like she just made up an address. So, yeah, no, it was a complete scam from the beginning.
A complete scam from the beginning. You follow what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, with that being said, I'm telling you that, man. So here she go. Here she go. That's right. The woman used the platform to gain trust of victims who then invested in her business but never saw any money. And same thing with the museum. Nobody never seen this museum. Ain't no museum. This is, see, we be in our circle. This is why I want to do this morning show, because we be in our circle talking about Tariq Nasheed and other scammers within our circles, but there is so much more going on outside of our circle. Look at how this person is able to reinvent themselves. Don't it look familiar when I show all the reinventions of Tariq Nasheed? Look at how this person able to reinvent themselves. Look like a totally different person from which who ultimately gets locked up. You follow me? See what I'm saying? A Houston area social media influencer has been sentenced to 5 years in prison after she scammed investors and duped followers into bogus real estate deals, according to Harris County District Attorney's Office. This week, 41-old Mickey Lynn Fox, known on YouTube as a lifestyle and dating consultant, Michaela Pink, and more recently, Summer Black, pleaded guilty to her aggregate. I thought it was aggravate. But anyway, aggregate theft for swindling 8 investors out of $136,000. Between March 2015 and July 20th, Fox lured people from Texas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and California into different kinds of fraudulent real estate investments. Parents of children who played baseball with hers were among the victims who were scammed in the Houston area. Others contacted her after seeing dating advice videos, and she also touted herself as an expert how to land the perfect man. You follow me? Man, this woman was something else, man. This woman was a piece of work here. Yes, indeed. Something else. Listen to this.
Y'all, come in here. Oh my God. Come in here. Y'all not gonna believe this. Y'all are not gonna believe this. Man, this stuff is like too freaking easy. Too easy. Guess where I got this from? The grocery store. Oh, you did? I just got this from the grocery store. How'd you get it? Looking cute. There was a guy that I was flirting with in the grocery store, walking around, flouncing and bouncing, all of that, and I just got $200. He was like, you know, I just had so much fun today with you in the grocery store. Here you go. This is all the money I have in my wallet. Really? Do you want my phone number too? Because, y'all, this stuff is so stinking easy. Oh my God, y'all. If y'all do what I tell you to do, how I tell you to do it, y'all, this is a nice little, somebody can get their hair done with this.
Crazy, man.
Somebody can do something with it.
And these people...
Y'all, it's too easy. So let me tell you what I did. Step by step.
But let me say this. This is what happens when Tariq goes to his gated community. This is what happened when Tariq dropped the top on his Bentley. He's telling you that it's too easy. You feel me? This is what he tell you, because Tariq never had a real job.
Yeah. So I was in the grocery store and I, saw this guy or whatever, an older Caucasian gentleman. And I saw he was looking in like the gluten-free or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to be gluten-free. How does it feel?
You see what I'm saying? She's using the same methodology. She's telling the unsuspecting European man in her own words, something that he want to hear, something that he can associate with. He's in the gluten-free section, so she's talking gluten-free. Many of us have experienced traumatic situations, whether reading about it, hearing about it, studying about it, or personally experience it, the oppressive white supremacist system. So therefore, when he used these trigger words, it becomes easy for him to put the hook in people to draw them in to take the money out.
And I said, how does it feel? How does it feel? Rubbing his little arm. Why? I know what area I'm in. I know the way he's dressed. He got a little coin. Let me just see what I can do with daddy over here. So I politely we started talking about gluten-free, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, is that how you got all those muscles?
So I'll stop right there. But the psychology is still the same. The psychology is the same. The grift doesn't change, only the face changes. So the topic may change, but the principle remains the same. So Tariq speaks to things that people can relate to, or that they heard about, or they think is relative to their life experience. And in this case, it's all the lower vibration experience that social media, the news, and history could deliver. And then he takes that in order to get something out your pocket. And at the end of the day, he rubs it in people's face like it is nothing. That's the crazy part to me, how he has the ability to rub it in people's face and nobody holds him accountable. Nobody holds him accountable. He rubs it in people's face like it is nothing, man. And that's the crazy thing about it. Even to the point...
Family, this is Tariq Nasheed, and I want...
Where this guy has the ability to even put out a commercial like this. You know what I'm saying? He had the ability to put out a commercial like this. You feel me? And say that there is going to be a comedy show every Wednesday, and that every Wednesday, like today, the 26th, he's going to have a comedy show. And that he has not put any, look at his audience right there, even in his commercial. Even in this commercial, look at his audience. Look at his audience in the commercial. And so what he's saying is, this is too easy. Look at the audience in the commercial. He's telling people that this is too easy. You feel me? That's what he's telling them. This is too easy. FBA, but look at his commercial. And it's not even a museum. You follow what I'm saying? It's not even a museum. And nobody is questioning. When are you going to get more stuff for the museum? Where's the curator? Where's the board of directors? Nobody asking anything. And this is Tariq once again, just like she said, this is too easy. You know what I'm saying? This is too easy. Follow what I'm saying? Unbelievable to me. Family, I want y'all to enjoy y'all day today. I'm going to get some work in, and I'm going to enjoy my day, family. Y'all better wake up, family. Man, thank you for joining me this morning. I'm going to polish up the show. I'm going to get better and better. I'm telling you, family, I'm going to work hard to get us the news that we can or can't use. That's what I'm going to do, because we need the real. That's right. And y'all better wake up, man. Wake up, that's all I'm saying. You ain't got to believe Tucker, babe. Research the researcher. You know what I mean? Research the researcher. If I tell you something, research it. Everybody share, because Twitter has my account compromised. Share it on at least 2 platforms. Let's make this a success. A lot of sacrifice going to this. Be more in the building. Naptown in the building. H2O for life. Let's get it. What up? What up, Houston? What up, Dallas? California? Where you at, LA? NYC? Harlem? Huh? East Side? West Side? Y'all ready? Wake up. What up, Looney Coons? New York. Hey, family. Thank you, family. North Carolina, South Carolina, ATL in the building, VA in the building. Let's get it.
Better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, we better hurry up and wake up.
Good morning.
Wake up.
What up?
Wake up.
What up, Virginia Beach?
How long it's gonna take
Virginia
us?
Beach in the building.
We better hurry up and
What
wake
up, Richmond?
Wake up.
Come on. Do the wake up dance.
Wake up, y'all in the club eating breakfast. I'm on the rug doing
Yes,
push-ups.
indeed.
Got the job on.
Alabama.
Hook up, sit,
What up, Alabama? North New Jersey in the building.
It's time to get the murk and knock the
Come on,
brains
man.
out the falsehood like we all
Let's go.
should. Before truth
Come
falls
on, man.
So you know what's all
PG
good. Got the
County.
scammers and the haters and the crowds despise
DC
me.
in the
Ripping
building.
on like support, living on IG, on YouTube, IG or Twitter. The ancestors told me to get them, so I'ma get them.
What up, Dallas?
Yeah, I'ma get them. Y'all better wake
Portland
up.
in the
Y'all
building.
can't take us. Y'all be acting like y'all gonna take us. Y'all can't
Brooklyn
take us. Y'all
in the
can't
house.
break us. Y'all some clowns. So
Y'all gonna wake up. Y'all better wake up.
How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us. You better
Come on, man. We
hurry
gotta
up.
keep
Wake
it
up.
rolling. I want y'all to wake up, man.
Wake up. Wake up.
Y'all ready?
Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up.
Y'all better wake up.
Even though they try to break us, they can't break us.
It's the Bronx in the building. San Antonio, Austin, Texas. Come on, it's time for us to wake up, man. I gotta do it one more time, man. Detroit is the D in the building. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Oak Cliff, where you at? Huh? The BX. Huh? Hey! Hey! Come on, man. We gonna get this day rocking. Let's do it one more. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Akron, Ohio. Akron Hip Hop TV in the building. Wake up. Let's go get this bread. Get it from the mother.
Up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't
Hey!
break us, we better hurry up.
Hey! Good morning.
Wake up.
Good morning. Y'all better wake
How
up.
long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us,
You better hurry up and wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Ah! Y'all in the club eating breakfast.
Huh?
I'm on the rug doing push-ups.
Come
Got
on.
the Java on the pot like I'm with the cook-up. Sip,
It's the morning show. That's right. What up, Lawton Queen?
Get the murk and knock the brains out the falsehood like we all should. Truth over here, so you know
Come
it's
on,
all
man.
good. Got the scammers.
We ain't
and the
playing
haters
with
and the
y'all,
crowds
man.
despise
We
me.
taking over the
Rippers
internet.
on like support, living on IG,
Yeah.
on YouTube,
Hit
IG,
that like.
or Twitter. The ancestors
Told me to get them, so I'ma get them.
Yeah, I'ma get them.
Y'all better wake up. The law can't take us. Y'all be acting like y'all gonna take us. Y'all can't take us. Y'all can't break us. Y'all some clowns. So we all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. How long it's gonna take us? Even though they can't break us, you better hurry up and wake up. Good morning. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all better 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 wake up. Even though they try to break us, they can't break us. Y'all better hurry up.